Cucks probably believe some weird shit like that. Also, it's funny how Cucks is always talking about like this, how come? My question is this: how come Cucks is always talking shit about Thomas, and Thomas is always around, like he's not far away, and you don't see Cucks over there trolling where Thomas is, and you see
He's been.
us and
I don't know, Scotty. He's been doing that as long as I've been fucking around, which is quite a while.
And yeah, so he's like, yeah, you guys are all Tommy muffins. But meanwhile, like I was over, not too like in Hoax Wars, you see Thomas all wrenched up over there. You don't go see Aaron causing hell over there. You don't see him making a bunch of videos. Hoax is a Thomas muffin. Which
Aaron's not. Aaron's not. No, Aaron's. Yeah, he's not stupid. Aaron's not stupid. I would never call Aaron stupid.
No, I think he's either.
No, he's just. I mean, it's hard for me to. It's hard for me to get, much of where he's coming from. I just have to fall back on these fucking struck by an antenna. And then that's got to be something special. But how?
Are you familiar with the reed technique?
You're going to have to repeat that. What technique?
The reed.
Listen to this closely, guys. Listen to this. The reed technique.
Technique, it's like a form of interrogation, and part of it.
Oh, an R-E-E-D, the reed technique?
Yeah, R-E-I-D.
R-E-E-I-D? Okay.
Yeah, part of the interrogation process is that you have to establish rapport. And what percentage of your day would you say you spend thinking about Thomas Schoenberg?
Well, considering the line of victims he has, I mean, a lot of other people, when they start going on him, like Jesse or something like that, it invokes certain thought. So when it comes up, it might invoke a thought like, I wonder.
Tagged who, Jedi? Me? In a screen cat. That's funny. I posted a screen cat.
If he could be telling hoax about some of these old crusties bands, that he should play on a stream. It's just doing investigative work. You're trying to say that I'm obsessed or something on YouTube all the time, right? These are weak comebacks. Some of you guys have. I will give you that. Like.
Yeah, you're right, Zombie. My streams definitely trigger them. The last stream where we shared some more emails and shit, that triggered the shit out of these guys. Yeah, they're triggered like crazy. They've been going on like mad dogs. I shared a bunch of their Twitter posts at the beginning of the stream tonight.
Scott Bibler, right? Whatever he was trying to put in the chat earlier. And all these sock accounts, right? That's some fantasy. You had a lot of fantasy popping up with these sock accounts. Is that the type of fantasy you're talking about? I mean, we could talk about the alchemy that's being used in the music. We could go there. You want to go there? Because that does worry me. For other people. The alchemy in the music. It's not being cited from the source. What source is that?
Yeah, so Gomez is going to start questioning hoax big time. And then I believe coming up next will be Lestat coming on trying to make claim that Thomas had nothing to do with any of the music, and fucking around with music to mess with people's brains is what Lestat's going to come up and claim.
alchemy coming from?
I find it really hard that Lestat can even make that claim when we've showed numerous videos of Thomas himself claiming that he studied the effects of music on the brain, and that his videos were made to be, in some cases, trance music, and that his baby CD had effects on babies' brains, and that his videos have hypnotic and hallucinogenic effects, but it should only last for a short while. Thomas himself said that, but Lestat tries to come up and claim that that's not. Thomas didn't do any of it.
Usually you want to cite your scientific sources, right?
Or what? You're talking about Sophia music?
Well, it isn't just that. I mean, there's John Lemons, right? That does collab songs with them. It's not just that Sophia music. But I'm interested in the alchemy and seeing the sources cited from the alchemy, like in the description box. He just says, "Oh, there's alchemy in the music. It might hypnotize you." That's the type of stuff that I think about. Because when I was using frequencies in my music, I would cite the sources. Because people want to know what the range is of the frequency they're listening to, if that's the source of the alchemy, put it that way, right?
Fascinating stuff.
There should be warnings.
Yeah, so what do you think? Do you think those sources should be in a description box telling people the breakdown of how the alchemy works, what it is, scientifically? Yes or no? I mean, that's an easy yes or no.
I have no idea. I have no opinion. I don't know about what you're. Fascinating stuff.
There should be warnings.
Yeah, so what do you think? Do you think those sources should be in a description box telling people the breakdown of how the alchemy works, what it is, scientifically? Yes or no? I mean, that's an easy yes or no.
I have no idea. I have no opinion. I don't know about what you're saying. What you're talking about, really.
Okay, let me see if I can simplify it. Okay, the alchemy that's being used in the music, right?
The alchemy.
That's what's being claimed. That's in the music is alchemy. Give it the wonder and luster it has, right? Right.
All right, fine. Yeah.
The alchemy, right? Yes. Can you establish that? Yes. There's alchemy being used in the music. That's a claim, right?
Right, J&N.
That you didn't sound very confident about that. So you think that scientific alchemy should be cited as a source and explained, like in the description box, on how that works, so that way people can make a decision for themselves, right? Go, wow, that's some pretty deep shit. I might not want to listen to this. You got people that are thinking, yeah, this stuff, or people, this is stuff, and all of a sudden they're going to be Pavanaized.
Mm-hmm.
They came up with a new word, Pavanaized. They're gonna use that throughout the stream now.
You don't want that, do you?
Do you know of other people? Do you know of anyone else who's been Pavanaized besides Pavana?
I will give you that. I'm interested in that.
Hoax Wars. If you've paid any fucking attention to my streams while you were lurking, there's been numerous people that have said Thomas's music had really weird fucking effects on them. Numerous people.
I will give you that one. That is kind of an isolated case besides Zachary. What happened to Zachary? Right? That's kind of another case. Maybe even Cappy. Right? Was Cappy listening to the Muffin Man's music there?
That's right, J&N. Thomas really, really pushed Pavana to get noise canceling headphones so that when she would sit and watch his videos and listen to the music, and we're not talking just your average Sophia music video on his channel. We're talking videos that Thomas was sending her links to that aren't on the internet no more. They're all gone. If you go into those emails and click those links, the videos are unavailable. The ones he was sending Pavana to listen.
The tune sure changed on these two cackling hens over here.
To. But yeah, he wanted her to wear noise canceling headphones so all she could hear was whatever was in the music, and then a real close attention and stare at those videos and look for clues while all this fucking spinning, flashing, hypnotic bullshit is in the video. Yeah, okay. But Thomas wasn't playing no fucking mind games, right, guys? Right, Lestat? Right, Lestat? Matter of fact, Lestat, you admitted Thomas was trying to make hypnotic music. You admitted that. And you were creating many of the visuals, remember? You admitted that too. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, maybe you can answer that question.
Well, this is like the second time.
The compound, would you give TFC Top Feed Coco a chance to panel on your stream? Nah. Why would I give him a chance to panel on my stream? I've proven what kind of a troll he is, and he's got nothing to bring to this other than third-party bullshit that he's heard through all these other fucking people. He wasn't involved in it. He doesn't have a clue about any of the actual facts. All he's got is third-party bullshit narratives that they've been pushing and laughing about on all their streams. So what would be the point of letting Top Feed Coco panel up on my stream? I mean, I see no point in it whatsoever. Reprogramming and Brain Apple claim to affect the observer, no doubt. Yeah, I have that. We can bring that up and take a look at it at some point. We've showed that warning that Thomas himself had on there. Not to mention we've played videos, you know, the black screen videos where Thomas was too embarrassed to show himself, of Thomas claiming that he studied the effects of music on and what effects it would have on your brain. And that he's, you know, incorporated that. And when he releases his final music, nobody can touch him, you know, something to that effect. We've shared them videos. But yeah. But yeah, what would be the point of bringing Top Feed Coco up here? I mean, there would be no point at all.
You've had a thought that this guy's responsible for something random seemingly.
No, hold on. I didn't see, don't put words in my mouth. I didn't say he was responsible. I think that there should be cited sources in the description box so people can make their own decision. A better informed decision. Hey, will you repost that? I didn't see that.
So, by the way, again, I want to make it 100% clear. No one ever said that Thomas's music was the sole reason behind Pavana's breakdown. Nobody ever said that. Ever. Nobody ever said that anything was a sole purpose. There was a combination. When Pavana ran across Thomas, and we showed it, we showed she was live streaming it actually. And Thomas immediately tried to suck her in and love bomb her and all this shit. And then he passed her off to Lisa Clapier, and they were feeding her all this spiritual cultish bullshit and feeding her Thomas's music and all these emails and the whole Cicada and Tangri thing. Tangri telling her to stay up all night with no sleep and all that shit. Yeah, all of it played a role. But it all reverts back to Thomas Schoenberger. That's a fact that's undeniable at this point. The evidence has already been put out there. And for those that claim that, Pavana was already mentally disturbed, or she was already well underway because she wrote a book before she met. Yeah, bullshit. That story don't fly anymore, guys. It just don't fly no more. The evidence has already been put out.
That language is alchemy. Watch out.
Scott Dribbler.
Well, I mean, if that's just the alchemy that's going into it, can't he cite that? Hey, the alchemy is just the language within the music. But language can be numbers too, right? Frequency, it's kind of a frequency can be its own language because it variates, right?
Yeah, Diane. The Schoenberger effect, as he called it. Yeah, brainwashing babies, the Schoenberger effect. Which I shared a study that somebody had wrote about and basically called the Schoenberger effect a crock of shit. There's no scientific proof of this Schoenberger effect on his baby CD.
Trici was using that 432 constantly. And then he couldn't switch it around. He didn't know enough about his own app he was using. Right? Can't the Muffin Man, if he's using the same app as Trici, the 432, couldn't he just put in his description box, or John Lemon's in his description box? Yeah, it's just a 432 hertz we're putting in there for the alchemy.
So Diane, yeah, the whole the glimpse, if that's a video you're referring to, that's most likely one of them that he emailed her, and it's no longer out there. You go to the link and it says that video's no longer available. But the Brain Apple video had an effect on Pavana, as well as several other videos that he sent her links to in the private email that he made her set up. You know, her Proton email account that he told her to set up. Yeah, he would send her shit there. And also the Bruno Borges video. Now, later in this stream, Lestat will come up on this hoax stream panel and try to claim that Thomas isn't doing any of this. Thomas didn't have nothing to do with it. Somebody else did it. And Lestat tries to make the claim that the Bruno Borges CD or video was the one that triggered Pavana and pushed her over the edge. That's not true either. Lestat, you know, I don't know why the fuck he said that, but if you hang around long enough, you'll hear it. But yeah, there's a lot more to Pavana's breakdown than just the Thomas Schoenberger music. It was a combination of things. So
Pavana's the only
maybe
victim,
I would even listen. Then maybe I would even listen, but without cited sources there, no, I'm not getting Pavana eyes. Fuck that. End up like Cappy or Zach. Nah, it's all right.
Right, JNI.
Right? I know it seems far-fetched to you, but, you know, I'm just going to say it again, man. I'm the one that's got some training credentials, especially in this department.
But you admit it's a fictionalized story you're telling.
What is? Explain that. What's a fictionalized story?
Well, when you just throw Cappy.
You asked for other possible victims, and did Cappy listen? See him asking questions. Did Cappy listen to his music and get Pavana-ized? I don't know. Did Zachary listen to the music and get Pavana-ized? I don't know. I think that when you're doing music like that with alchemy or frequency, You should cite your sources. That way your viewers, listeners know exactly what they're getting themselves into. Do you want to explain a little bit more about Project Oasis?
What did I explain? What are you talking about?
Can you explain a little bit more about Project Oasis?
A little bit more about it.
So, for anybody that's curious, Gomez has brought up Project Oasis. We talked about it briefly in a stream. I believe Drum was on panel and a couple other people, and we talked briefly about Project Oasis, which was another deal that kind of involved Thomas, by the way.
Oh, are you saying you don't know anything about that?
And Project Oasis is in some court records that also involve Thomas Schoenberger.
That?
No, I don't know what that is.
Well, it's in some of the court case record.
Okay.
Wow. I think there was a video a while back that I did that I actually put that court case record as a thumbnail on a video. Damn.
Why does it matter?
Well, I mean, trying to program people like a Treachy stream with a 432. That kind of leads into Oasis. And there was another project there. I keep on forgetting the name of. I need to keep it written down since I'm so obsessed about this guy, right? I need to keep these projects he's apparently or hypothetically involved with, but it's in court case record.
Dude.
And sometimes I don't even believe the court case record myself. I mean, should we believe everything that the state puts out? Even let's go back to CP suspect Edward, right? Should we believe the state's paperwork where it says this is an open case CP suspect right here, state of Texas?
Put yourself in my shoes.
All right. Explain it out.
I see your story. I hear Pavana's story. I see what all you guys are saying. There's so many people saying it. I'm not blind to that. And then I go and I talk to Thomas, and he's just a regular dude. He's just he's just been a regular, just a good friend to me. Just always just.
Yeah, he was that way with Pavana too. He was that way with Pavana and many others too, till they see through it.
No, he's just literally just been a great friend to me. He really.
Dude, this is crazy shit. Old Hoaxy spreads it on thick here, guys.
Yeah. I get that. I get that. All right. I get that. But
and it's been simple. No money. Go ahead.
But without seeing the court case record for yourself, okay, that still is he trying to get you from seeing that, you think? And keeping you busy with other stuff? Because you should, man. Go through some of the court case record, especially Shadowbox. I mean, the evil trolling, right? That's in court case record, the evil trolling. Okay? Now, let me do an equation here for you, right? You using the seam to do your LARP show trolling could be considered evil to some people.
How?
I know you don't get it. You're not going to get it, right? But to some people, it is offensive, but I see what you're doing. I might not agree with it, but I'm not here to try to stop you or shut you down. But that's what they do to Pavana-ize somebody, right? To have them pretty work. You got to feed him the biscuit. If you do this, there's going to be something big down the road. Maybe we'll get fully funded from Project Oasis or something, right? That's my suggestion. And I'd like to throw suggestions out there. Look at the court case record. Figure out what Project Oasis is. In the court case record where they talk about Project Oasis, there was another project and talking about Dubai and stuff like that, which, I just found interesting. Somebody like you I would think would have those answers if somebody were to ask.
What does all this prove exactly? That he's hypnotizing people, that they're running is a suicide cult? Like, let's just call it, let's just talk in plain
Okay,
language.
I didn't say any of that. Hold on. All I suggested is people should know or be advised of what they're getting themselves into exactly.
Pavana
If it's
eyes,
alchemy,
Pavana eyes means driving someone into the mental hospital.
and the claims from the music and the other things that could be encouragement from Project Oasis.
Okay. The deposition Thomas did that described like a theoretical business venture.
Well, did you derive that from seeing the court record yourself?
No.
That it was a theoretical business or something like that? All right, let's go more simple, right? Do you think the guy's actually got like a black belt in Taekwondo or something? Do you think he's like a martial arts like fucking guru? Right? That's in the court record. That's what he told his business partner in this theoretical business, I guess. You got to see these things in the context for yourself. Don't let these guys, or whoever it is, influence you to do a half-assed job. My suggestion, go all the way and do something like drop the link of that blog in your chat.
Bro.
Go all the way with it, man. Then look at the court case record for yourself. I'm not saying publish it, but that's what I encourage. People, if you got some new project that you want people to check out, right? You might want to cite your sources and how you got to that point, so people don't get Pavanaized.
Okay.
If that's even true. Like, I see how it could go both ways. I mean, Jesse could be with the Muffin Man, and that's another way to promote him. Like you promoting him when he comes on your streams, right?
Oh, come on, Gomez.
I'm just suggesting, look at the court case record for yourself. You come up to the determination. People should have the choice whether or not to listen to this music after they do their own little research in the description box and read the description of how it all works. Because I'm about publishing.
You would be straight up with us if this crusade you're on against Thomas.
Yeah, I think we got a message for the LARP King. Don't be upset at the little, swipe at the LARP King, all right? It was called the Reed effect. You gotta kind of build a rapport with the guy you're interrogating.
Was the result
Not a crusade
some
against
kind of-
Thomas. Come on.
some kind of
It's
weird
not
feelings you
it's
had
not a
as the
crusade
result?
against Thomas. And let me establish that. Just like I don't like you two either, okay? Can't fucking stand them now. I used to like them when I was younger. Can't fucking stand them now. So don't put words in my mouth. It's not a crusade.
Knew it. I knew you didn't like that.
I used to listen to him when I was younger, okay? But I'm more of a Megadeth guy than Metallica, all right? Let's just put it that way. I think Megadeth, Dave Mustaine was a fucking musical genius, yo. Metallica was just a CIA setup to brainwash a bunch of people.
So by the way, if anybody wants to take a look at the court records of the Thomas case with Isabel, and wants to take the time to actually go through it and take a look at the depositions and all that shit, we can do that at another date, by the way, because as you can see, I have all of that shit. So we can take a look at all that shit. This is her actual complaint when she filed the case. And I also have the case record on all the motions that were filed and all the dumb shit that went on. And you can see right here, number 12, plaintiff and Schoenberger's personal relationship deteriorated, but their business relationship remained. On August 24th, 2014, by email, plaintiff, which is Isabella, requested that Thomas Schoenberger provide her with a contact list of the parties involved by that date in the Oasis project, and that she be copied on any email relating to Oasis. She also asked that Schoenberger provide her with a list of all the businesses with which she was involved, i.e., through the money she had invested with Schoenberger, so that she could forward it to her accountant. She also asked that any revenue to which she was entitled be put in her bank account. On August 26, 2014, an email to the plaintiff, Schoenberger said, "I will simply do the work. I saw a lawyer today. You will own 50% of my music." Nevertheless, Schoenberger still failed and refused to comply with the plaintiff's request for information and documentation relating to her investment and business. Like I said, we're not gonna sit and go through all this tonight, but I do have it all. I've read all of it more than one time, and I have the depositions as well. So if